G'day guys, just about to do the end of the month giveaway a couple of random things to a couple of random people. Just before we do that, there's been a lot of questions about this YouTube nonsense and lots of helpful comments and amazing support that we'll get to in a minute. But lots of people asking if we've done anything about appealing what's been going on with the monetization thing. So those who missed the previous video, you'll catch up. This is what we saw first. This is the notice that we got, and you can see the blue line across the top. That's what we saw first, just at the top of our screen. We clicked it. It says we've determined that your channel is no longer eligible for monetization. Took us actually 3 days to notice it. It had been there for 3 days apparently. Didn't notice it, and then suddenly noticed it. What's that? Clicked it. Then up came this page. Monetization account status currently ineligible for monetization. Here's why your channel wasn't approved for monetization. Duplication. Okay, that's their issue. Duplication, copyright, right, and audiovisual, TV movies, sound recordings, musical compositions, visual written works, so on, so on, so on. Okay, right. So, as we mentioned on that other video, as soon as we saw this, went straight to our channel page, where you can see your channel status and so on, and saw this. And as you can see, it says copyright status. You have 0 copyright strikes, and as you can see, you can have 1, 2, 3. On the third one, you get into trouble, or they say if you look at the guidelines, and because we've been shown the guidelines a million times over the last 10 years, but if you look at the guidelines, that when you get to 3 strikes, they might remove monetization, or they might shut down your channel after 3 strikes, right? But as you can see, 0 copyright strikes, little smiley face, 0 community guideline strikes, little smiley face, okay? And then underneath that, monetization, ineligible. Okay, so that's where we're at when we talked to you guys last time. So then, actually, but just after we made that last video, we sent an email. There's nowhere on that first advice thing. There was nowhere on there to appeal it. There was no. This is the first we heard of it, and it was all over. It was like being lynched. Suddenly finding yourself with a rope around your neck. No discussion, no warnings, no explanation, nothing. Bang! Here's the penalty, and no appeal. Right? Which only someone like Google can do to you, right? The rest of the world, they can't do that, but Google and companies like that obviously can, can't they? So nowhere on there to appeal. However, we did have an email address because recently Google sent us the silver play button. After investigating our channel, it took them 3 months to check out. After we passed the 100,000 people subscriber mark, they took them 3 months to check out our channel. And what they have to do is, before they give you any award, they have to check out your channel and make sure that it's all legitimate. Make sure that you've got legitimate views. Make sure that everything about your channel is legitimate. There's nothing on there that's dodgy. It took them 3 months to do that. They finally did it, right? And then in amongst that process, we got emails from creator support. It used to be called partner support. Interesting, they've stopped using the word partner. Fair enough. Creator support. Support's a funny word. They might have to change that word too. You don't get any support from them, but we did get an email from them at the time, so we still had their address, and actually we still had the emails they'd sent, including the byline about the silver award. So we used that email address and sent an email and said, account status currently ineligible for monetization, your channel does not apply to YouTube Partner Program. Why? So we quoted what they'd said to us, and then said why. The account is in good standing, and we produce our own original video every day. And then we got an answer, hey, thanks again for reaching out. Reaching out. Oh, the Google speak. I understand you're concerned about your channel monetization has been disabled because we've determined that your channel does not comply with YouTube's YouTube partner terms. As a result, your channel will lose access to all cut and paste, right? Everything was cut and paste. Everything except the name, my name. Everything else was cut and paste. The whole thing, from thanks again for reaching out until the regards Max at the bottom. Now Max is probably not even a real person. It's probably just a name that they use in a create a support to make you feel like you're talking to a person, but cut and paste basically didn't address what we'd said. So, okay. And then at the end, we value your feedback, right? Oh, and then it says, let me know if you have any other questions, right? And it always says that all this, every email we've had from Google in the past has always been the same. They're all cut and pastes. The guys that sit in there, and this is why some people said, oh, have you appealed? Have you appealed? We know it's a waste of time. We know it's a waste of time because we've had this before with the monkey penis thing. You know, those you guys know. We got a strike a long time ago for showing a naked monkey, right? And they said it was sex content and nudity, right? And we try to appeal that. So it's an animal, you know. You got naked animals all over YouTube. You can't, you know, and they can't do anything. The guys that sit in there that work at YouTube, all they do is just do these cut and paste things. They can't make any decisions. They can't do anything. They can't do anything. All they do is cut and paste. That's all they do. So anyway, he sent us that cut and paste. You know, you'll be eligible to reapply in 30 days, but you know, it took 3 months for them to check us out for the silver play button, which there's not a lot of people, you know, there's not a lot of people with the silver play button, but there's bound to be a lot of people with this hassle going on. So how many months are we going to have to wait to be, you know, re-looked at again? So anyway, there's that. So then, okay. So he said, if you've got any questions, let me know. All right, we will. So we wrote back, a complete cut and paste answer, right, Max? Because the whole thing was cut and paste. Yes, we have a question, thank you. We have over 3,000 videos that we made over 10 years. Please show us one that is a duplicate, right? Please show us one that is a duplicate. That's, you know, there it is. Here comes the answer. Hey! Unfortunately, we aren't able to share details on specific videos. And then comes the cut and paste. You can be removed from YouTube Partner Program for any of the following. You get a copyright. I'll say this a bit more clearly. Wait a minute. You can get removed from the Partner Program. Now, in this response, he stopped talking about the duplicate thing. That is the thing we're supposed to be in trouble for. He stops talking about that. And now he sent another cut and paste that has nothing to do with the duplicate thing and says, you can be removed from the YouTube Partner Program for any of the following reasons. You get a copyright strike, you saw we don't have one. You get a content ID claim, haven't had that. The content is uploaded many times by multiple users. Well, it's all our content. If anyone else has uploaded it, it wasn't, you know, that they're the one that's in breach, not us. And again, we haven't heard about this. If we've uploaded someone else's content, they should be telling us, shouldn't they? No. The content is uploaded elsewhere first. No. We make our content, we upload it to YouTube first. Your content is uploaded in a way that is trying to get around copyright tools. No. So as we showed you before, the only time we've ever had copyright stuff has been when they send you that email that says you're in absolutely no trouble at all. This video has something on it that's owned by someone else. The revenue from that video is going to go to them. You're in no trouble at all. You'll suffer no penalty. That's all we've had. And you know that's the case because if it wasn't the case, we'd be having copyright strikes, wouldn't we? But isn't that the only line here that isn't cut and paste is the first one. Unfortunately, we aren't able to share details on specific videos. Right? So we're being penalised for, originally, I mean, he stopped talking about the duplication thing, but that's supposed to be what we're getting penalised is for duplication. All we asked is which video did we duplicate, and he can't tell us. Unfortunately, we aren't able to share details on specific videos. Well, how come? So in other words, we're about to be hung by the neck for stealing a horse, but they're not going to tell us which horse we stole, right? Because they're basically telling us we've stolen a video. So they're saying to us, because that's what that says, the duplication thing. You've stolen a video is what it says, basically. So they said you've stolen a video, and then when we say which video did we steal, unfortunately we aren't able to share details on specific videos. So nowhere in their system does it tell them which video it is that we're supposed to have copied. So it's obviously bullshit. I mean, we told you guys in the last video when we talked about this, we know this is all a waste of time, emailing these guys. Those guys sitting there, they just cut and paste, and they go home and tell their friends they work for YouTube, and you know, they don't make any decisions. We've had, over the years, over the last 10 years, we've had the occasional problem with these guys, and no one's ever fixed anything. That support thing, that used to be called partner support, now it's called creator support. They don't do anything really. What they really do is enforce their system. That's what they do. That's what they do. And any time a decision's made, even if it's wrong, they never reverse it. They might reverse it. We've seen it before, haven't we? For the multi-millionaire, the millionaire YouTubers, the front page YouTubers that are earning $1 million a year. They're a bit keener to help them, obviously, because they're big money and lots of people are listening to them. But you know, people like us and people like you guys, if we have a problem, you're screwed basically. No one's going to help you. No one in YouTube's going to go, have a look. You know, our response to the last one, you know, unfortunately we aren't able to share details on specific videos. And then it lists the things you can get in trouble for. Our response was, our channel has none of those things. No copyright or community guideline strikes. All our content is their own, as you'll see if you took a minute to check. But of course they don't. They don't. They send back the cut and paste. They don't go and look at the channel because they're not going to change anything. They're not going to fix anything. We know the rules. We haven't broken them. Punishing people with no evidence of why is obviously unreasonable and unfair. You just checked out our channel before giving us the silver play button. Then you do this. 10 years of hard work, and this is the treatment we get. So we sort of had a go, because you've got to have a go, haven't you? When someone screws you, you've got to sort of say something, you know. So we did, but like we said to you a couple of days ago, we knew it wasn't going to do any good. You know, the guys, they don't have any power, those guys that sit in there in the computer. They just sit there and just send their cut and paste. That's all they do. So anyway, there's that. However, since that last video, it's been amazing. You know, the people that have stepped up, a lot of the patrons on Patreon have increased their monthly pledge, which is just wonderful, and then a whole heap of new people have stepped up too with new pledges, including a couple of really generous ones. So it's just, you know, it helps. It just helps balance it out, because as you probably guessed, you know, a couple of days ago it was pretty depressing around here because of all this bullshit. You know, it's really depressing. 10 years of hard work. A couple of people have said, why don't you just walk away and do something else, or make another channel or something. It's taken 10 years, every day for 10 years to get 103,000 subscribers and 88 million views, and to start again on YouTube where you could get shut down any minute is just not an option, you know. So we're going to keep making videos for YouTube as long as we can, and we just don't, you can see why we don't trust them, because, you know, if something happened and they shut us down or something like that, obviously you'd have no hope of getting back up again, because they wouldn't care. You could send them emails, they'd go, oh, well, they'd send you a cut and paste like that. But hang on, wait a minute, we didn't kill anyone. And just get another cut and paste like that. Who'd we kill? Oh, we can't tell you who you killed. You just killed someone, so we're going to hang you. So anyway, but you guys that support us on Patreon, thank you so much. You made it all worthwhile. You've actually given us an idea. A few people made some suggestions, and then a whole heap of people put their hands in their pockets, because the suggestions and the kind words are wonderful, but it's a math thing. And we're really losing. There was a bit of a discussion tonight with the in-laws, and it's very hard to explain to Japanese people. Japanese people think that the normal thing to do is to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning, go to work all day, and come back at 8 o'clock at night, and that's a normal way to work. And the idea of working a job and then doing the YouTube thing, as far as they're concerned, the YouTube thing is just a silly thing that kids do, isn't something that adults do. That's just their thinking, these particular people. So it's only the numbers can get us some support for what we're doing. So a couple of days ago the numbers were looking really bad, right? But now, because a few of you guys have stepped up, the numbers are starting to look a bit better, and it really helps. It came up again tonight. You know, what's going on? What are you doing with that? And it was good, because we're able to say, well, actually what's happened is because of this Patreon thing, some people have stepped up, and you know, it's helping make it worthwhile what we're doing, because they're not interested in the artistic thing, or that we've invested 10 years into it, or they're not interested in any of that. They're interested in the numbers now, and they're sort of saying, what are you doing? You know, you got a couple of kids that you got, you know, house to look after, and you're spending all your time on YouTube. What's that about? So the numbers really help. What you guys are doing there really, really helps. And it's actually given us that, and a few of the comments that some people have made, it's given us a really good idea. And I'm really not sure about it yet. We're still looking into it and we're still thinking about it. But we've got a bit of an idea that we think you guys might like, will like, and we will like. And it sort of protects us against the YouTube bullshit a bit. So just not quite sure about it yet. Need to check a couple of things out with a couple other people. So we're going to check some stuff out and then come back to you on this. But in the meantime, if you can support us on Patreon, it will really help us keep doing what we're doing and keep posting our video every day, and it'll get us a step closer to being a little bit, we've got a bit of a plan for making ourselves a bit more protected from this YouTube bullshit. So the goal is to keep making videos for you on YouTube. Is we know a few of the people said go to Daily Motion, and we've got a channel on Daily Motion already. But we know that a lot of you guys that are supporting us on Patreon are doing it because you want us to keep doing what we're doing. You know, there's a lot of people suggesting that we do something different. But we know that the reason that a lot of the people are supporting us on Patreon is you want us to continue doing what we're doing. Keeping posting videos like we already do on Patreon, and, you know, not turn into some bloody vlogging style, personality based thing. Right? You know, we know that a lot of people are supporting us because of what we do, and they want us to keep doing what we do on YouTube. We understand that, so that's our goal. So, short story, please, if you're not on Patreon already, please have a look at it. There's a link underneath this video. Please have a look at it and think about supporting us on there to support the channel and keep doing what it's doing. If we can get this thing together that we've been thinking about, we think you'll like it. We'll get back to you and talk to you about it and see what you say. So, having said all that, the plan was to keep that really short. It got out of control, didn't it? Time to give away some stuff. So, here we go. First person. This is some fake food. It's rice with eel on top. Looks pretty real, doesn't it? Fake food. Stickers. English Friendly Japan sticker. One of these things. What do they call these things? I can't remember what they call these things. What do they call that thing? This thing. So what you do is, those of you who don't know, it's a ball on a string, and you throw it up and you catch it on here, and then you turn it over and catch it on there, and then it gets progressively more difficult. Catch it on there, and then catch it on the end there. Boom, 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 boom. So it sounds silly, but it's actually a lot of fun. Once you start doing it, you won't want to stop. Fake 10,000 yen. Fake. I've got to do this quick now because we're running out of time. Chopsticks. Cool ones. Just like we use ourselves. They're really cool. We bought a bunch for ourselves and bought another bunch for you guys while we were there because we like them. They're good ones. Another sticker. It's the samurai and the ninja and the guys. Those guys. Fan. Yay. And it's sort of a carved wood style. See that one at the bottom? So you could open it up, put it on a shelf or on a wall, or use it as decoration, or you could actually use it as a fan, which sort of isn't a bad idea at the moment. This room's a bit steamy. Oh yeah, and one of our favourites, of course. Those of you who haven't seen this already, it's a traditional Japanese balloon made of rice paper and rice glue. Boing. Two of them. And then from our friends at Freedom Japanese Market, they're going to send you a box of goodies that look like this. And those of you who haven't checked these guys out yet, there's a link underneath this video for them as well. If you want to buy snacks from Japan, they're the people. They'll look after you and they'll give you a good deal. Tick, 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 tick. And all that stuff and the box from Freedom Japanese Market is going to go to Jesse in Forest Lake in the USA. Jesse, thank you for your support, your gold. Okay, next one. Oh, book. How to do stuff in Japan. Those of you who haven't checked this out yet, if you're coming to Japan, know someone who's going to Japan or just interested in Japan, that's the book for you. Took us a year to write that. How to do stuff in Japan is on its way to Adrian in Victoria, Australia. G'day, mate. Thank you, mate. Thanks for your support, mate. There's a bunch more books because since we did this, got this ready, a couple of more people have come to Patreon and we owe them a book. So we know you guys. So we'll get those books to you too. We'll end of the month, end of next month now. Sorry about that. Another fan. Oh, dragonflies. White background with black dragonflies. Very cool. Very cool. The kendama. Lots of fun. Those of you who have ever tried it, it is addictive. I'll get it this time. Chopsticks. Tick. Chopsticks. A Doraemon strap. Again, we never know who these things are going to. So, ball. What is it? 2 balls. 2 of these. Eel snack. Fake food. It's a okonomiyaki with sauce and yum-yums on the top. Okonomiyaki. We've shown it before on the Food Eating in Japan playlist. It's sort of like a pancake with vegetables in it. Fake 10,000 yen. Samurai ninja thing. Some people complain sometimes that some of these videos are too long-winded. English Found in Japan sticker. And then one of these. So we did actually put one of these on eBay. We'll probably put another one on eBay. We love them. We've got them in our kitchen now. Since we found these, we took 6 of them and put them in our kitchen. We love them. So you can see the scene. What a classic scene. Piece of art, isn't it? So again, put that on a shelf or something. It's art. Anyway, there it is. Okay, and that's all going to Robert in New York. Robert in New York, USA is going to get all that stuff. And the plate, we've got a big box full of foam. We're going to put that in, Robert. Try and get it to you in one piece. We know things we've sent to the States have been broken before a couple of times, so we're going to wrap it up really well for you. Anyway, that's it. Time's ticking away. Again, those of you who haven't seen Patreon page yet, please check it out. Please think about supporting us on there. Can help us continue to keep making videos on YouTube. And those of you who stepped up the last few days, those of you who've been with us all the way along, everyone, the 160 people on Patreon, it's only because of you people that we can still keep doing this. Thank you so much. And you balance it out. It was pretty depressing around here a couple of days ago with that YouTube thing, and it's just when you've done your best and tried to do all the right things, and you know, it really does feel like being lynched. You know, nothing, no appeal, no discussion, nothing. Just the penalty. First we heard was there's a penalty, and then there's no appeal, there's no nothing, and then we can't tell you. What did he say? What did he say? Unfortunately, we aren't able to share details on specific videos, which is, you know, you're being hung for killing someone. Who did I kill? We're not allowed to tell you. What? So in other words, he's got no idea. In other words, whoever it is that sent that cut and paste hasn't looked at our channel, they haven't looked at the video that's supposed to be copied, they can't see anything. All he's doing is, this is what your penalty was, and this is why we give those penalties. But hang on a tick, we didn't do those things. Yes, but this is what your penalty is, and this is what you get those penalties for. But we didn't do those things. Yes, but this is what you... We knew that's what they'd do. We knew it's not the guys that work in there. They're in there having an easy life. It's not their fault. It's just the bastard that is YouTube, isn't it? Google, what Google have done to YouTube over the last 10 years. It's been sad to watch. Anyway, there it is. Thank you for your support, guys, and we'll keep doing our best to keep it coming your way. And please get behind us if you can. Thanks very much. More videos coming soon.